Hello and welcome to the second night of the Worcestershire Apprenticeships Awards 2021. I'm Michelle Wood, Chair of the West Midlands Apprenticeship Ambassador Network and Group Head of Learning and Development at Sanctuary Group, and I'm thrilled to be your host. Tonight our focus shifts to the apprenticeship employers, as both our award categories this evening are Small and Medium Apprenticeship Employer of the Year and Large Apprenticeship Employer of the Year. Worcestershire has a strong network of employers who recognise the value of apprenticeships. Currently there are over 300 available opportunities. The West Midlands Apprenticeship Ambassador Network works with the Worcestershire Apprenticeships to raise the profile of apprenticeships through employer ambassadors, whose role is to promote apprenticeships amongst their networks and within education. Over the last year, whilst apprenticeships have been challenging, the county is currently still running at 98% of pre-pandemic levels. I want to take this opportunity to thank our employers for their commitment to apprenticeships. Although we can't be with each other physically this year to celebrate, I do hope you'll step into the virtual world with us this evening to applaud the best employers Worcestershire has to offer. Tonight I'll be joined by a number of local stakeholders to discuss the challenges facing employers and reflect on this year's highs and lows. I'd like to welcome Kul Sangera, Account Manager at Worcestershire Growth Hub, Chloe Gooding, Training and Development Manager at Foster's Limited, and Ben Mannion, Director of Hewitt Recruitment. Good evening everyone, it's lovely to have you here. Let's start by reflecting on your thoughts about apprenticeships. Kul, may I start with you first?
Yeah, at the Growth Hub we have conversations in depth with probably around 750 businesses each year and provide information to a lot more. And during those discussions, invariably the subject of recruitment, about succession planning, around skills comes up as part of their growth strategies. And what we look to do is to look at solutions for those challenges that they face. And the apprenticeship model works really well, particularly with regards to succession planning, where they've got some really good skills in the business already and they want to make sure they don't lose those skills. And not just the skills, but also the ethos of the company and the culture of the company. And a really good way to make sure they retain all of that is to bring forward apprenticeships who learn from those more senior staff before they do leave the company and take over. So that's a really popular model, and we find that when businesses do go down that route of taking on an apprentice, they want to come back to us for additional apprentices because that works really well as part of their overall recruitment strategy, as I said, particularly around succession planning and retaining that skill set. And one of our roles is to make sure that we broker out the support to the right people. So we work very closely with Worcestershire Apprenticeships, a lady called Kim Cook there, who's excellent in providing all the support they need to actually take on an apprentice and manage that journey for the apprentice and the business itself.
Thank you. Sounds a really effective, efficient model that's in place.
Excellent.
It's great to see that so many of our employers are considering and taking on apprenticeships. And Chloe, I remember that Foster's won the Employer of the Year back in 2019. How have apprenticeships supported your business?
Yeah, thank you, Michelle. First of all, it's great to see that the awards are happening again this year. It was a real honour for us to win the Employer of the Year award back in 2019. It was a real privilege as a business to be recognised, but also it was a great recognition for our apprentices who work incredibly hard in both their academic and their working careers. In terms of how they support our business, we are incredibly lucky with the apprentices that we have at Foster's. They have stood out and shone even more so over the challenging times we've all faced over the last 20 months or so, and we really are very proud of them. They've shown resilience. As a business, we've pretty much quadrupled in workforce over the pandemic, and they've had to take on the added pressures that have come with that. They've shown adaptability. We were sent to work from home. They've had reduced time with line managers, with myself as their mentor, face-to-face interaction in the office. So we've been incredibly impressed with the level of maturity and how much they have supported us and continue to support us. As a business, our apprenticeship programme is constantly growing. We currently have apprentices working in a range of departments such as HR, learning and development, our soft services division, operations, accounts. So they really do provide support to those key areas, and they are instrumental to making those departments work efficiently. What we are really proud of as well as a business is our high retention rate of apprentices. So upon completion of their apprenticeships, they may go on to more senior roles within the company or choose to go on to do a further apprenticeship. One employee at the moment joined us straight out of school and did their level 2 business administration apprenticeship. After that, they went on to do their level 3. And after finding her real niche area within her department, she's just started her level 5 HR partner and consultant apprenticeship. So we really put a lot into our apprentices as, you know, leaders within the business to develop our workforce. And they all have clear goals that they want to achieve, and we do our best to support those. When I joined the company back in 2018, I really knew very little about apprenticeships, only from what I can remember being told at school, looking at my career options. And it's great to see how much they have evolved in general and how much our apprenticeship programme has, you know, grown in such a short space of time. So I'm really looking forward to see what the future holds for Foster's with current and new apprentices.
Brilliant. Thanks, Chloe. It sounds like it's a really integrated part of your business, and great to hear that the succession plans that you've got in place for some of the apprentices too.
It really is. We really are proud of our apprentices and everything they give to the company.
Ben, we hear every day about the challenges in recruiting staff. Is it time for employers to make apprenticeships part of their annual recruitment strategies?
Thanks, Michelle. I'd certainly say so. If you look at the labour market at the moment, put very simply, you've got a huge amount of demand and just not enough supply when it comes to the people to fill the vacancies. The ONS recently reported a high of 1.1 million vacancies in the UK for the first time, so that gives you an idea of the scale of the problem, so to speak. And it's quite a complex picture as well. You've got some of the short-term shocks around COVID and Brexit that have led to this issue, but there are the longer-term underlying issues in the UK labour market around things like skill shortages. Now, we've seen a lot about HGV drivers in the press recently, but it's not just limited to those sectors, it's actually across the board. And actually, allied with that, there is a general lack of candidate confidence. There's an unwillingness of people to maybe move at the moment while there is still so much uncertainty in the world. So set against that backdrop, it's a perfect opportunity for businesses to maybe just press the pause button and review how it is they go about their recruitment. And apprenticeships is a route that they can really look to explore now to maybe change things up a little bit. For businesses, it has that huge benefit, as Cole's already alluded to, of really ingraining people in the culture of the organisation, helping you to kind of mould and build people. And then for the individuals, obviously it's that earn as you learn type approach, where you don't necessarily have to go off to university and necessarily encumber a lot of debts. There's that opportunity to earn whilst you're actually gaining a qualification, and giving you the opportunity to maybe go on and get future qualifications as well. So I think overall, a successful local and UK labour market actually relies on a really proactive approach to careers guidance for young people. It's about offering a suite of options to young people so that they look at all those different options and identify the right one for them. And one of those routes is obviously apprenticeships, and it's great to be here tonight celebrating what's going on locally in that arena.
Lovely, thanks Ben. And I think definitely the opportunity to earn whilst you gain a qualification is an absolute benefit, isn't it, for apprenticeships?
Definitely, and I think you're seeing more and more young people now see that as a really genuine option other than having to go off to university, and seeing the benefits of it.
Fantastic, thanks Ben. A big thank you to my guests here on the sofa for their contribution tonight. Very informative and interesting, I'm sure you'd agree. Now it's time to turn our attention to our first award of the evening. First up is the Small and Medium Apprenticeship Employer of the Year. This first award recognises our small and medium employers who can demonstrate their commitment and contribution to apprenticeships and the success that apprenticeships have brought to their organisation. Our two company finalists are Airband and Allpro. Airband are exceptional at seeing and understanding the immense value and impact of apprenticeships within their individual teams and the company as a whole. They recognised early on that in order to continuously grow, evolve and compete as a company, they needed to continue to bring in new career entry recruits who they can mentor and grow. By doing so, they continue to bridge the regional skills gap and are key to driving the economy in the Worcestershire region. Airband have been completely focused on increasing the number of apprenticeships they offer and have exceeded their target of 5% of their workforce being apprentices. Currently, they have 13 live learners on their programme, ranging from level 2 through to level 6 degree apprenticeships. However, Airband aren't solely focused on new recruits taking their first steps in their career. They also offer apprenticeships to existing employees to support professional and career development. The team go to every length to ensure support, encouragement and endless opportunities for progression and development is provided to every person without fail. As a training provider, Airband provide every quality that we look for in an employer to work with in order to champion apprenticeships and provide the best service possible. AllPro recognises that apprenticeships are a modern route to recruiting and developing highly skilled and innovative members of staff from any department and career. They have a history of success in apprenticeships, both in terms of hiring new apprentices and also raising the skills of existing staff by enrolling them onto apprenticeships that upskill the workforce, boost innovation and raise productivity. They remain committed to the apprenticeship schemes with current objectives and growth strategy in place to double the number of staff that the business employs within the next 2 years. AllPro's apprentices are both achieving high grades in their courses, showing that they are learning a lot through their apprenticeship. A perfect example of young professionals who have been able to develop modern skills that are relevant to their role and helping to strengthen the business's growth. AllPro is committed to delivering an exceptional apprenticeship programme and achieves this through continued working with the Worcestershire Apprenticeship Hub and Worcestershire County Council and current training providers, the Development Manager and Herefordshire and Worcestershire Group Training Association. AllPro is confident that it will continue to appoint high-quality apprentices who are able to make an immediate impact in the growth of the business, address future skills requirements for the team and help to generate increased revenue for the business, which will in turn allow for the employment of more apprentices in the future. As our finalists can't physically be here with us tonight, we thought we'd send our film crew to them. We now have 2 short videos to introduce this year's finalists, Airband and AllPro. Let's take a look at those now.
So we wanted to tell you a little bit about Airband first. So we're Airband Community Internet, a family-founded business started in 2009 by Red and Miranda Peel. And that family bit is really important for us. We always have and continue to be passionate about empowering people and communities. Our apprenticeship programme, it's embedded in our resourcing principles, and it's absolutely critical to grow our own organisation design principle that we have within the organisation, and really stands up against that sort of community friendly value that we really do have as an organisation. But from my perspective, it absolutely lives and breathes in us as a business.
There's so many benefits to the company, and obviously there are also benefits to the apprentices, but I'll just touch on a few. So basically it helps us to keep a really motivated and skilled and knowledgeable workforce, and also develop the skills we need for the future. Also in our sector we know that the skills are quite scarce in many respects, so it's helping us to develop those skills not only for ourselves but for the industry sector as well. The other thing that's probably our brag note is we have retained 100% of every single apprentice that we brought on board. It's been so effective that we actually now opened up apprenticeships to existing employees. So within specific disciplines, and if they want to do an apprenticeship, they can do without any loss in salary. They know that they have the support to create a pathway to excellence. And they also know we do quite a lot. They know they're valued, and that what they do in a company makes a difference. And I think that's really, really important, because we all want to know that what we do makes a difference.
At AllPro, employed apprentices have been a core part of our growth, and one of the main reasons I think why AllPro has continued to be innovative and why we continue to expand in the way that we do. Apprentices bring the business a lot of fresh ideas, a lot of new impetus to what we're doing, and for us it's great because we get to see people learning on the job, so they're contributing to the business whilst also obviously advancing their own knowledge. So it's really, really important to us as a business. At the moment at AllPro, generally at any one time we'll always have at least 2 apprentices working within the business, and we're looking to increase that over the coming years. All the apprentices that have joined us have gone on to become full-time members of staff within the business and have stayed with us and work very, very closely within the team. We love seeing people learn and advance their careers, within the business. I mean, our intention with all apprentices is they not just stay with us, but they become managers in their future, and that they themselves have their own team of apprentices in the future as well.
It's time to announce the first winner of tonight. To present the Small and Medium Apprenticeship Employer of the Year, I'd like to welcome back Kul Sanghera.
Thank you, Michelle. It's a real pleasure to be announcing the winner of the Small and Medium Apprenticeship Employer of the Year 2021. And the winner is Allpro.
Many congratulations to everybody at Allpro. I hope you're all watching and raising a glass to toast your success. On to the last prize of tonight, which is awarded to the Large Apprenticeship Employer of the Year. This award recognises our larger employers who go over and above to welcome apprentices into their business, delivering strategic recruitment programmes that focus on the future workforce and embeds apprenticeships into their success of the organisation. Our two finalists are Bishop Fleming and Platform Housing. Bishop Fleming took the unusual step of becoming an approved apprenticeship provider, with an apprenticeship that is bespoke and fits their needs in a fast-changing environment. In 2020, they became one of a very few accountancy firms to take the steps of becoming an employer provider, in order to provide learning that is bespoke and gives learner access to real clients and businesses through their apprenticeship. Bishop Fleming are only one of 3 accountancy firms across the UK that is an approved provider. Apprentices at Bishop Fleming are working with real clients from their very first week, in addition to a programme of training that includes case studies and both theoretical and hands-on training in a wide range of skills. Striving for a more diverse and inclusive workforce, last year Bishop Fleming signed a social mobility pledge. They partner with schools and colleges to provide coaching through quality careers advice, enrichment experience or mentoring people from disadvantaged backgrounds or circumstances. As an employer provider, Bishop Fleming are in the unusual position that their managers are also acting as learning coaches for their apprentices. This is a fantastic development opportunity for them, as they're using their coaching and mentoring skills to develop their own apprentices. Being able to offer an apprenticeship has led to a greater diversity in their workforce, and to support this, they've introduced a social mobility strategy, part of which has seen a removal of the need for a specific degree for entry. As a result, Bishop Fleming have been able to increase the number of school leaver roles they are able to offer. Bishop Fleming are proud to invest a great deal into building an excellent apprenticeship programme which amplifies the personal and professional development of their employees. Platform Housing's mantra is to give their apprentices the skills, behaviours, experience and confidence to understand their individual purpose and to go out and make our communities a better place. Apprentices at Platform Housing come from all walks of life and have different ranges of experience before joining. Some having a change of career completely and others coming straight from school. Platform Housing also wants to give every apprentice that comes through their doors the skills and experience to go out and make their communities a better place. A handful of their apprentices have been supported by Platform Housing prior to their apprenticeship due to being one of their customers. They want apprentices to feel that Platform Housing provides them with the best support and skills that are on offer. The apprentices at Platform range from ages 16 to 45, covering all levels of apprenticeships. They encourage people to use their uniqueness to bring in new ideas and previous experiences to their apprenticeship. Platform Housing endeavour for people to reach their potential. The support and coaching they provide the apprentices allows them to be able to push themselves beyond their comfort zones and to excel in the activities they are completing, whether they are a trade or office-based apprentice. This is continued even after they have finished their apprenticeship, as Platform encourages their apprentices to continue their learning and strengthen their future. They provide various routes, such as through an additional apprenticeship in a specialist area or through upskilling in their current role. Platform's apprenticeship strategy is an integral part of their overall strategy. They not only want to hit their target of having 10% of their 1,500 strong workforce working towards an apprenticeship, they want to influence others in the way they do it. What makes their programmes fantastic is that they have networked extensively with groups such as the West Midlands Apprenticeship Ambassador Network, alongside their 18 providing partners to help understand what exceptional looks like. Once again, we have short clips for your viewing pleasure. Let's take a look at those now and acquaint ourselves with this category's finalists.
Bishop Fleming's apprenticeship programme is really special, and we think it's unique. We're one of only 3 accountancy firms in the UK to deliver our own apprenticeships, and we've also had our programme accredited by our main professional body. The curriculum we've developed is built around our values of thinking client and putting relationships at the heart. For example, each year we give our apprentices the opportunity to do an in-depth case study on a business. So we'll arrange for them to do a visit, such as a factory tour, and then all the learning they do is based around this one business and its activity, so that they can really get under its skin. And this is obviously great for our clients too, because our apprentices are developing great commercial acumen skills whilst they're learning. We base apprenticeship learning and development around the relationship with their people manager. Supported by the apprenticeship team, managers give feedback, provide opportunities for job rotation and experience, and review the apprentice's progress, which is not just great for building trust and teamwork within a team, but also gives our managers a chance to develop their own skills too. Our School Leaver apprenticeship programme, Launchpad, gives apprentices an 8-month rotation in each of our core departments so that they can experience all areas of the business before they decide on the right career path for them. Something we did just at the outbreak of COVID was to introduce qualified mental health first aiders, and they have delivered mental health training for our managers because we think that this is really important, and it particularly helped apprentices during the difficult lockdown months to know that there was somebody there to talk to if they needed it. Our apprentices are amazing and I'm really proud of them. They've shown such resilience and strength during what's been the most challenging 18 months of most of our working lives.
Our apprenticeship programme supports our apprenticeship strategy and our people strategy, where we will create pathways for people to start and develop their careers, recognise and achieve their potential. We aim to give our apprentices the skills, behaviours, experience and the confidence to understand their individual purpose and to go out and make our communities a better place. Through putting apprenticeships at the heart of workforce planning, we are able to identify each business area's intentions with regard to apprenticeships, then make sure the relevant and the appropriate standards are in place to support the skills needs. We work closely and effectively with providers to get high quality training in place. Apprenticeships don't just bring benefits to the learner, they also give our colleagues opportunities to supervise and to mentor people. They give our colleagues the opportunity to share and pass on their learning and experience. Platform Housing Group is fully committed to apprenticeships, with 90% of apprentices continuing to be employed after their apprenticeships and opportunities to progress, whether that be to a higher level of study or a new role or into management roles. Our programme is open to all. We want to open up choices and opportunities for people, help people find their purpose. Apprentices at Platform Housing have come from all walks of life and have a different range of experience before joining us. Some having a change of career completely and others coming straight from school. Apprenticeships give Platform the ability to continue to have engaged, skilled, knowledgeable and up-to-date workforce. Apprenticeships give opportunities to people to be able to have great careers which bring benefits to all aspects of our business.
Please welcome back Ben Mannion, who will present the award for Large Apprenticeship Employer of the Year.
Thank you, Michelle. I'm honoured to announce this year's Large Apprenticeship Employer Award. And the winner is Platform Housing.
Congratulations to everyone at Platform Housing, a huge achievement and extremely well deserved. All our winners and finalists tonight should be exceedingly proud to have reached this year's final. Every nomination in each category is a sincere recognition of that company's endeavour to make apprenticeships an intrinsic component of their organisational structure. That concludes our time this evening. Please join us tomorrow from 6 p.m. for the final instalment of the Worcestershire Apprenticeships Awards 2021. You'll need to join via the episode 3 streaming link, which you can find in the description below this video. Tomorrow, the man in charge of proceedings is Gary Woodman, Chief Executive of the Worcestershire Local Enterprise Partnership. Joining him will be special guests, and we'll discover the 2021 winners of the Resilience Award, a new category for this year to recognise the contribution of an apprentice who has demonstrated resilience and professionalism in the face of the pandemic, the Worcestershire Apprenticeships Employer of the Year, and the much-awaited Worcestershire Apprentice of the Year. Thank you for joining us, and see you tomorrow. Good night.